compulsions. You have things that you're curious about that you want to know about, and so you're going to go and give your mind to those things. And I don't want to stand here in front of you and say, no, no, don't go investigate those things, okay? But at the same time, I have to tell you out front, you don't have time to do that. You fucking don't.
Yeah. I was going to say speed running it is necessary.
Absolutely. If you're going to do it, if there's something that you can't get off your mind, something that you want to know about, like, Jung or Theosophy or Gurdjieff or whatever, put a time limit on it, plunge yourself into it, but do not get sucked into it because you don't have time,
Mhm.
because the battle is on.
Mhm.
And you need to know what's necessary to win the battle and to survive and be safe and not be taken down when the system goes down. And it is going down hard right now.
Well, I got stuck in Steiner
Did you? I got stuck in Steiner for
for
20
a
years,
while.
man.
Yeah.
I got stuck in Steiner for 20 fucking years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. And, I've written a lot about that and explaining why I got stuck in Steiner and how I got out of it.
Mm.
You know?
I'd be
Uh,
interested to read that.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for me, because obviously there are parallels between the the demiurge and Ahriman, for example.
Right.
Um, but Steiner's cosmology, it made me feel relatively hopeless because the idea of Ahriman and then after Ahriman is Asura.
Yeah, the Azorus, the
Yeah,
Sorath.
yeah, that's it.
Who
Sora.
said he is Sorath and the
Yeah,
Azurus. Yeah.
yeah, and it just sort of stretched it out over a sort of infinitesimally long timeline that we'd be in this like Ahrimanic and state for thousands of years or something
Exactly.
like that. And then after that, it's going to get even worse before the war of all against all, and thereby you simply all you need to do is focus on your kind of um, achieving spirit man and transcending the world. It's just the impressions that I got from it in the end. I mean,
Steiner was a secretary to the Theosophical Society for a certain period of time, and then he split with Theosophy. He was the secretary of the German branch of the Theosophical Society, and he split. And the reason why he split was because he's a good Catholic boy.
mm,
He was raised
yeah,
as a good Catholic boy, and he always remained a good Catholic boy. And he thought that Theosophy was too Buddhist and Eastern oriented, and he wanted to bring a Christocentric focus to his spiritual program, which he did. So it's totally Christocentric. But Steiner brought over into anthroposophy certain factors that he picked up in theosophy, and one of them was the paradigm of the seven ages,
mhm,
which is from theosophy, right? And that frames our human experience into these very, very long ages of time. So he talked about the Lemurian age, the Atlantean age. We're now in the post-Atlantean age. It's going to last, 10,000 years or whatever. And that baggage, he brought that baggage over from theosophy,
mm,
and it really encumbers his program. And exactly as you say, it puts it in a time frame where it's not actionable.
yeah, yeah. And I think it all sort of folds back into this idea, which is a huge misconception that people in my generation have about Gnosticism, because they think it's a world-renouncing philosophy, um, and but what they don't realize is actually Christianity is a world-renouncing philosophy. It is what you think Gnosticism is.
That's right.
It is the most Gnostic if you're gonna
In
like
that sense,
brand Gnostic in that sense. Um,
scholars use the word, this is a technical jargon, anti-cosmic. They say that Gnosticism was anti-cosmic, which means that it rejects the material world and it rejects the system of the world as something evil created by an evil demiurgic being, you see, which, of course, as you know, is a straw man argument. That's not at all what they taught.
Yes, exactly. And that's actually why the link between paganism and Gnosticism they are in it like completely linked, because Sophia is Astara, or Astara is Sophia.
Yeah, that is the Teutonic name for Sophia or star.
Yeah. And so it's not world renouncing. And of course, in the vitalistic Nietzschean terms that Gen Z have as well, we detest this idea of having to renounce our power and renounce our lives for some some glory in an afterlife, because it feels like we're giving everything over to the tribe, so they can just ruin us. And
that's the plan. That's the plan. It's always been the plan. That's the con. It's a con game.
Yeah,
it really is. Yeah.
no, it's good. I'll